everyone, I am back with a card making video today. This is just a little mini Halloween card. As you can see, it's kind of tiny. My mojo is still not 100% back, so I actually sat here for 2 days just staring at stuff and nothing, like absolutely nothing. I hope a lot of you other crafters can totally relate to that because it sucks. But I decided, okay, I'm going to try to go for something small, which is why I kind of came up with this mini card concept in the first place a few years back. So, it kind of works for me. Maybe it would work for you guys as a little tip. Just do some minis if you want to make something and you're having a hard time coming up with a whole card idea. These are fantastic because they're small. And I'm going to actually fix my blinds because the sun is getting ready to shine into my room. Okay. So I'm going to show you how I made this little mini card. I used some old Stampin' Up stuff. I used some new Stampin' Up stuff. Those of you who've been watching me for a really long time know I like to mix everything. So the old Stampin' Up stuff is from a little something, and it's the Trick or Treat right here. This was in last year's holiday catalog, so the 2015 holiday catalog, I believe. Don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. So I'm using the Trick or Treat. Then I'm also using one of the newer sets in the annual catalog called Jar of Love, and I'm using the little jar top right here. Then I'm using the new Jar of Haunts in the current 2016 holiday catalog. So I'm going to use this candy corn right here. Oh, I also used the small jar out of this one too. So, let me show you, and the everyday jars dies. You can get this and this in a bundle. Fantastic. So, as always, the link to my Stampin' Up shop is in the description below for you. You can go check that out. And now to make the card. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is some stamping. And I'm using my stamp and pierce mat. There's a bunch of holes in it, but I just flip it over for the other side to be flat for stamping, because with photopolymer stamps you want to give even pressure, and with this foam pad it does that for you. I have stamped off of the mat, or the little foam piece, and sometimes it works and most of the time it doesn't. So I use this a lot now. So I'm going to stamp my jar, and I'm just using some Memento Tuxedo Black ink for this. So just going to ink it up here. And I'm just going to stamp it. And there we go. Then I'm going to take my candy corn. I'm going to ink that really well. And then I'm going to try to align the candy corn kind of on the bottom of the jar here. Just like so. We'll clean those in a minute. Okay, so that's that. Then I'm going to go ahead and stamp the little lid, and I'm doing that in pumpkin pie. I'm going to make sure I get some good color. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp my lid right up here, like so. So there's our pieces. Then you can take the dies, which this is the die set, and it actually has the small jar right here, and it has the lid for you to cut out, which is right here. Whoops, and I don't think the jar was in frame. So the little jar is right here. These do not come on this magnetic sheet. I always add these after I purchase them. There's 4x6 sticky back sheets, and I just peel and stick it on there and put the dies back on. So those are the two dies that you would use to cut these out if you don't have the dies. These are fairly simple to hand cut because they're pretty basic shapes, just kind of going around. So now we're going to color these, and all I'm using is 2 Stampin' Up markers. I've got Daffodil Delight for my yellow and Pumpkin Pie for my orange. So we're going to color the candy corns, and I'm not going to be super picky about how I'm coloring these because I kind of like that the color is not full. If you can see, there's some little spots that look like they're missing. I like that. So I'm not going to go in and be all perfect. So all I really do, and I will zoom in for this part, is, there you go. So the candy corn is yellow on the bottom, and I just kind of go back and forth. I'm trying to stay in the frame for you guys. Just kind of go back and forth. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. It looks kind of cool with a little bit of the white in there. And then you'll get your pumpkin pie and do the same thing with your orange. I don't go too fast because I don't want to go outside of my little candy corn lines. So just like so. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and zoom back out. There we go. And there is our little jar of candy corn. You can also use the jar that comes with the Jar of Haunts set right here. I just wanted the smaller one. I don't know. I thought the smaller one was cuter for what I was doing. So your choice completely. Okay, so then what you would do is you would take your dies and you would run these through your die cutting machine, which I'm not going to do on camera. So I actually have a jar and a lid, and we need to color this one. So just super quickly, I'm going to color my candy corn. Okay, and then let's do the orange, which is our pumpkin pie. So the yellow is Daffodil Delight. I think I'm going a little too fast on this one, but that's okay. I didn't go too bad out of lines. Okay, so there's our jar. Now I'm going to take some basic gray baker's twine, and I don't know if this is still available. in the current catalog. Oh, I thought I had my catalog. Let me check for you so I don't tell you something wrong. With the twine, it seems like some of it goes out, some of it stays in, that kind of thing. So let me double check the twine. And no, this is not available. So if you have got the basic gray baker's twine, then by all means use it. If not, use what you have. You could use the black, you could use the Halloween twine in the catalog, the holiday catalog, that kind of thing. So I'm just gonna tie a bow, and I'm hoping that this will turn out. Sometimes twine is hard for me to tie. I have a difficult time trying to do this and then trying to do it on camera. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna turn out. So I'm sorry if my hands are all like fumbling around in the way, but this stuff is hard to tie because it starts twisting and turning. Okay, I think I got it. I'm gonna leave it because that's a pretty decent bow there. I'm gonna cut the excess off. I don't want to spend too much time on this twine. Okay, so there we have our little jar. Now I'm going to go ahead and attach my lid, and I did it where the lid was kind of popped open. I thought it was kind of cute like that, so you could actually attach the lid completely or don't even do a lid. All up to you. So just dab some zig glue on there, and then I'm just going to do that. Okay, so we're gonna let that sit and dry for just a second. Now we're gonna stamp our trick or treat onto a piece of, here, we'll just use this piece here, and we're going to use the Memento Tuxedo Black. And we're just going to stamp down and up, there we go. Alright, for this, I'm actually using the Artisan Label Punch, which unfortunately is retired. I'm sorry. So if you guys have this, it's great. If you also have this set here, it coordinates wonderful with all of these. So if you have it, use it. If not, you could use whatever punch you want to punch this out. Like, it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to, I stamped it kind of crooked, that's okay. Just going to punch that out. There's my trick or treat. Okay, then I'm going to take my pumpkin pie again, and I'm just going to lightly go over my pumpkins. You could use, I think what would actually be cuter is if you used the aqua pen, the aqua painter pen, and just did really lightly with the ink on the pumpkins. That would be really cute. Okay, so I feel like you guys can't really see anything. Okay, so I'm going to take some little rhinestones. This is just from a long, like, 12-inch strip that I kind of cut down. And I'm just going to cut a couple of these off and stick them on either side. Like that. Then we're going to assemble the other parts of the card. So I will zoom out just a little bit for this. There you go. So my card base is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it's scored at 2 3/4. So you just fold it in half, and we'll go ahead and crease that bone folder. So there we have our card. Then my mat is pumpkin pie, and this is 4 1/8 by 2 5/8. So then we have our pattern paper, and this came from the, oh, what is it called? Halloween something, Halloween night? Let me check. It's in the holiday catalog here. Halloween night specialty designer series paper right here. And then you can also get the 12 by 12 cardstock, which is where I got my pumpkin pie. And like I was mentioning about the twine, here's some Halloween night baker's twine available also. So these are kind of the, this is the little Halloween suite that we have going on. So if you guys want to come over and check any of this out, I also have the enamel dots and the washi tape. I just haven't used those yet. I do not have the twine. I totally spaced out the twine and I didn't order it yet, so oops. Okay, so that's where these came from. Okay, so 4 1/8 by 2 5/8. Then your designer series paper is going to be 4 by 2 1/2. So we're just going to layer these, and I'm going to hope that I don't run out of ATG tape here. I know it's really low. I think that's sometimes my biggest fear of filming, is running out of tape. Okay, so we're just going to layer these. Just like so, and now we're going to put this on the front of the card. So you're not wrapping any ribbon or twine around this. Okay, so we'll stick this to the front, and we'll just try to center this. Like that, and now we're just going to add the rest of our elements here. So our little jar, I'm just going to use ATG tape to go ahead and stick this down. So over here on the left side, or you can put it on the right side, it's all up to you. So there's that. Then we're going to take our trick or treat, and we're going to pop this up on the front with some dimensionals. So I'm just going to put a couple of them on here. And then this actually will complete the card. So this would go about here. So there you have, whoops. There you have a little mini trick-or-treat Halloween card. You could definitely stamp Happy Halloween or something on the inside. I just haven't done any of the insides yet. So there you have some cute, quick little mini Halloween cards. I do have another card I'm going to do a video on and share with you guys. It's another mini for Halloween. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.